seated. The President of the Republic of South Africa, our head of state and government, His Excellency President Zuma, my cabinet colleagues, Minister Edna Molewa and other ministers present. At this point, I want to call upon my cabinet colleague, the Minister of Environment, Edna Molewa, who allowed herself and the department to be the lead guinea pig in this very exciting process of Operation Phakisa.
His Excellency, the President of South Africa, President Jacob Zuma, ministers and deputy ministers present here, our Premier of the province of KwaZulu-Natal and your team of MECs, Directors General and senior officials, our executives from state-owned enterprises and their teams, the representatives of government of Malaysia, and representatives from the industry, civil society, academic institutions, and all of you esteemed ladies and gentlemen, all of you I really mean, those that I have not mentioned by name as well, ladies and gentlemen from the media. I would like to, first of all, thank the Honorable Premier of the KwaZulu-Natal province for hosting us and indeed hosting these activities that our Honorable President is launching today, but also, more importantly, for facilitating the Mandela Day 67-minute activities yesterday. Thank you very much, Premier. Ladies and gentlemen, when I visited the coastal areas, always undertaking those visits, I'm always reminded of the vastness of the oceans around us, extending from Mozambique border on the eastern side of our country to the Namibian border on the western side, including our extensive exclusive economic zone. And all across the globe, coastal developing countries recognize that the long-term development objectives can no longer only be linked to land resources, but must also include the coast and ocean resources. In South Africa, our socio-economic development has been very much linked to agriculture and mining land-based resources. And similar to other countries and developing countries in particular, we have recognized the huge potential of the ocean in meeting our development objectives. And would like to say a very big thank you to His Excellency, the President, for indeed having recognized this need and having ensured that we all get focused in this direction. As I've been asked to welcome on behalf of all of us on stage, His Excellency, the President, I want to just say that perhaps for those of us who may not be aware when this initiative started, it was from the foresight of our President, and indeed is also agreed to in Cabinet. Mr. President, it is befitting for the work of Operation Phakisa to be championed by the Presidency, which the Department of Environmental Affairs was requested to lead the oceans economy, together with core departments whose ministers are here. And I want to take this opportunity to recognize the ministers from departments who are here. First of all, yourself, colleague, who's a coordinator, convener of this program, Minister Hadebe from the DPME. We also have as a core departments the following: Mineral Resources, Minister Mwaku is here, Science and Technology as well, Finance, Energy, Water and Sanitation, Transport, Higher Education, Public Enterprises, Labor, Agriculture and Forestry and Fisheries. And I hope that I've covered all of them. Those who are here, they are the participants in the public enterprises, yes, I think I've mentioned them, the core departments as participants in this interministerial committee, without whom we cannot even say we need anybody. So they are very, very important. Mr. President, thank you very much for having set up this team. We acknowledge both the strategic direction and agency given to redefine South Africa's oceans and coasts as a significant contributor to our development agenda. And in doing so, Mr. President, we would really love to have you speaking to us today. Your Excellency, welcome once again, and we're looking forward to your insights and vision for the process to sustainably use our oceans resources in our quest for socio-economic development, particularly for social upliftment of our people. Mr. President, you have the stage. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Minister. The Premier of KwaZulu-Natal, Mr. Senzo Mkhunu, Minister in the Presidency, Mr. Jeff Khadebe, Minister Edna Molewa, and all ministers present here today, Deputy Minister in the Presidency, Mr. Puti Manamela, and all deputy ministers present, honorable MECs, the Mayor of eThekwini Metropolitan Municipality, Councillor James Ndwana, representative of the government of Malaysia who are with us, representatives of the civil society, representatives of academic institutions, fellow South Africans, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Yesterday, we celebrated the birthday of our international icon, Madiba, by dedicating ourselves to the social upliftment activities that he cherished so much. Today, we are gathered to mark another important milestone in taking forward Madiba's vision of a better life for all. We are here to witness the birth of Operation Phakisa, an innovative, pioneering, and inspiring approach that will enable us to implement our policies and programs better, faster, and more effectively. In his inauguration speech on the 10th of May 1994, former President Nelson Mandela stated that, and I quote, "The task at hand will not be easy, but you have mandated us to change South Africa from a land in which the majority lived with little hope to one in which they can live and work with dignity, with a sense of self-esteem and confidence in the future," unquote. The National Development Plan 2030 takes us a step further in meeting these goals outlined by Madiba, with the ultimate aim being to eliminate poverty, inequality, and unemployment. The plan enjoys overwhelming support in the country. We have now moved to the point of implementation. Operation Phakisa is designed to answer that fundamental implementation question, to find solutions. We have decided to learn from other countries where possible, which have done well in implementing policies and programs. In August 2013, I undertook a state visit to Malaysia, during which we observed what the country had achieved within a very short space of time using the big, fast results methodology. We expressed an interest in the use of this approach, and the Malaysians were ready to provide support. Operation Phakisa is an adaptation of the big, fast results methodology that was first applied by the Malaysian government very successfully in the delivery of its economic transformation program and the government transformation program. We renamed the Malaysian big, fast results approach as Operation Phakisa to highlight the urgency with which we want to deliver on some of the priorities encompassed in the National Development Plan 2030. Phakisa is Sesotho, as you have heard. In Zulu, we say Phangisa. It's just ki and ngi. In Afrikaans, makho. Am I right? Huh? Correct? Oh, wonderful. In other words, we want to do things quicker. Want to implement. Operation Phakisa will initially be implemented in two sectors: the ocean economy and health, especially clinics. The first implementation, which is the focus of attention today, is unlocking the economic potential of South Africa's oceans. The Oceans Project brings together representatives from government, industry, labor, civil society, and academia to collaborate in unlocking the economic potential of our oceans. We chose the ocean economy with good reasons. South Africa is uniquely bordered by the ocean on three sides: east, south, and west, with the inclusion of Prince Edward and Marion Islands in the Southern Ocean. The coastline is approximately 3,924 kilometers long. This vast ocean space is relatively unexplored in terms of its economic potential. In 2010, the ocean contributed approximately 54 billion rand to South Africa's gross domestic product and accounted for approximately 316,000 jobs. An analysis was conducted of 9 sectors that comprise South Africa's ocean economy. The ocean has a potential to contribute to the gross domestic product up to 177 billion rands. The ocean also has a potential to contribute between 800 and 1 million direct jobs. These growth levers reflect at least 4 recent annual growth in both gross domestic product contribution and job creation. Four priority sectors have been selected as new growth areas in the ocean economy with the objective of growing them and deriving value for the country. These are marine transport and manufacturing activities such as coastal shipping, transshipping, boat building, repair and refurbishment. B, offshore oil and gas exploration. C, agriculture. And D, marine protection services and ocean governance. The Operation Phakisa project will focus on these 4 priority potential growth areas. A key step in the Operation Phakisa approach is the delivery laboratories or intensive work sessions. Multiple stakeholders work full-time in one location for about 5 weeks. At the end of this period, they deliver complete and signed off action plans for presentation to the Cabinet.